Today I'm going to show you a very special dish on our menu, which is called Oudhi chicken korma. So there are lots of chicken korma, but this chicken korma is not bland. It has a bit of kick, has a lot of spices, a lot of flavors. And to just make it better, what we do here is we're going to make chicken kebab and then simmer that in a korma. So here I've taken about 7 pieces of chicken for chicken Malai Tikka. I will put a teaspoon of ginger garlic paste, a little bit of salt and lime, leave it aside for 20 minutes. To that I'm going to add 12 to 14 cashew nuts, which is soaked in warm water, for 6 almonds soaked in warm water again, and you can see just about like a less than half a teaspoon, like a quarter teaspoon of dry ginger powder, cumin powder, about half a teaspoon, and a little bit more than garam masala, and a pinch of cardamom powder, green cardamom powder. Don't put too much because it will overpower everything. And then just about half a teaspoon of dried fenugreek leaves. Yeah. And here I've got just a pinch of black salt. You can see just a pinch. Yeah. And also I've got about half an onion, small onion, and half a green chili, and a small piece of cheese. What I'm going to do, I'm going to blend it all together. If you can, just saute the onions and the green chili before you blend it. You will make a really fine paste. But when you're blending, I've taken about 2 tablespoons of yogurt, but I'm just going to use 1 spoon to blend, and the rest of the really thick yogurt I'm going to use it for marination of the chicken. And also when I'm marinating the chicken, I'm going to add a teaspoon of mustard oil. So to start with, I'm going to marinate the chicken with a teaspoon of ginger and garlic paste and some salt. Yeah, I'm just going to mix it. Just mix it well. Yeah. To that, I'm just going to add Hong yogurt, about a tablespoon of it. Yeah. Yeah. Marinate it well and leave it on the side. Yeah, now I'm gonna leave it on the side. So I'm just sauteing half a green chili and half an onion just to get rid of the rawness. To that I'm gonna add 6 almonds, which is pre-soaked in warm water, about 10 to 12 cashew nuts, about a tablespoon of cheese, and ginger powder, cumin powder, garam masala, cardamom powder, dried fenugreek, and the black salt. To that I'm gonna add this onion and green chili. Also just add about a teaspoon of yogurt to add a little bit of moisture to it, and I'm gonna blend it. Just checking. I'm gonna open up. You can see the paste is really quite dry, so don't add any more water, just add a little bit of yogurt just to smoothen it a bit. It will do the magic. So just gonna take all the paste. I'm gonna perfect. We're going to add a bit of salt. Yeah. Even though we put salt in the chicken, we want to make the mixture also has the right amount of salt. Yeah. Now, stop it. Oh, have a look. That's what we were looking at earlier. I'm just going to use a fresh spoon. So like a creamy consistency. So that's what we're looking at. Yeah. I'm gonna test again before I put in the chicken kebab, because once I marinate it, I won't be able to taste because the chicken is still raw. Doesn't need anything, it's just perfect. Has a nice kick, lots of beautiful flavor, nutty and creamy. Yeah. So now I'm gonna take the paste. Yeah, ये गंदा आया लगता है. Pour the paste onto the chicken. So you can see it's nice and thick, so we want to marinate the chicken in the beautiful Malai Kebab paste. Don't waste anything ever. Mom's words, especially the food and the time. And just clear it off. I'm not going to let it go waste. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a water. I'm going to use pour it into the curry so we can have it for later. Yeah. I'm just going to cover the chicken, the kebab, marination. See, that's what I mean. So you won't be able to taste it now because, you know, you get contaminated with the raw chicken. So that's the reason I did tasted the flavors before. I'm just gonna add about a teaspoon of mustard oil. If you can't get mustard oil, just use any oil. So what it does is, to start with, when you're cooking the chicken in the kebab, it adds just enough fat, and mustard oil has a very, very unique flavor. It brings out the tandoori flavor, the smokiness when you grill it. You know, that's one of the reasons the tandoori food has the mustard oil. It gives a unique, just you can put in, you can grill in an oven. I'm sorry, I'm not great in the oven temperature, but we generally grill in tandoor. I think somewhere between, you know, 180 to 200 degrees should be just perfect. So I'm just going to leave it on the side. I've taken a pan, and then I'm just going to start grilling this chicken, Malai Tikka pieces. So I want them to be stay as dry as possible, but in the grill oven you will be able to get that beautiful, you know, the kebab flavor. I wouldn't recommend this for the barbecue because, you know, the paste, you will lose it quite a lot. Whereas a chicken tikka or a chicken tandoori you can do in the barbecue. Or you can do it, just partly grill it first and then add it to the barbecue. There you go. And just going to start grilling that. So I'm grilling on a pan, you can see all started slightly burning already, so I'm just going to keep the heat out and put a lid on so it just cooks quicker. Let's see how these bad boys are coming up. Let's take the lid out and yeah, there you go. See, I kept it on low heat on the pan because we didn't want them to burn straight away. But again, I put the heat on high because I want it to get slightly smoky on the bottom. Again, just put the lid on because we want to create it like an oven. Now we can see the chicken kebab is nearly ready. Oops, be careful, it's hot. So that's what we wanted, like a nice smoky flavor when you do on the pan. But this is what you get on the oven as well, so you get like a nice, it's perfectly cooked, nice and soft. It will go like that. That's how soft it is. You know, it's beautiful. If you can, just try to use only the supreme part of the chicken. The Malai means cream, you know, like here it's using an adverb. Malai, like creamy, yummy, soft. It will make it really, really better. So that chicken kebab is ready. So if you want to just do as a chicken kebab, chicken malai kebab as a start. Today I'm going to show you one very special dish on our menu, which is called Oudhi chicken korma. So there are lots of chicken korma, you know, but this chicken korma is not bland. It has a bit of kick, has a lot of spices, a lot of flavors. And to just make it better, what we do here is we're going to make chicken kebab and then simmer that in a korma. So it's going to just explode of flavors. What I'm going to do here is I've got a pan with a little bit of oil, another pan with a little bit of oil. One, I just need to cut. To make Oudhi korma or any korma, we generally use, to make the sauce, we're going to start with a bay leaf, and then we add about 4 onions finely chopped, pinch of salt to help the onion release the water, and a good teaspoon of ginger garlic paste, and 10 cashew nuts, about 4 almonds, which is soaked in warm water for about 15 minutes. And when this is all cooked and blend, the next is we're going to start, take a little bit of clarified butter, ghee or oil. I'm going to add a bay leaf, a cinnamon stick, a couple of mace and a couple of green cardamom. So generally the kormas are not too spicy. The Oudhi korma has a bit of kick, so we're going to use about half a green chili finely chopped, and then we're going to add our onion paste, and we're going to add just about half a teaspoon of garam masala, and as usual a handful of dry fenugreek, butter and cream. The special chicken korma we're making today, which is called the chicken korma. So I'm going to put the bay leaf in first, and then yeah, it's nice and hot, the oil. Now I'm going to add the onions. Meanwhile, onions turning pink. We don't want to brown the onion here, you know, as always, just turn it into pink. Add the ginger and garlic paste. Whenever you're making a curry, which is, if it's a korma or like a really nice hot and curry, you always tend to use more ginger and garlic paste than normal, so because ginger and garlic paste gives a really nice taste to the curry. Just see, just coat all the ginger and garlic, really nice, and just add our nuts. So I'm just going to add a little bit of water and simmer it for 5 minutes, because adding water, it stops onion burning any further. Second, so it doesn't go brown, the sauce. The second one is it softens everything. So we just want to make sure everything is partly cooked, nice and soft and smooth when you're blending. You want it like a cream, nice and cream smooth paste. Now you can see, that's what I mean, you know, I didn't want it onions to go brown, but I wanted to just cook enough so it will become really nice, smooth, creamy sauce. So turn the heat off, get the blender and blend it like Beckham. Yeah, there you go. Never waste. Mom's word, never forget that. Just add a little bit of water. Just stir it. There you go. And now cover the lid on and blend it. Now I'm going to blend into nice creamy paste. Take it off the blender and just have a look. Be careful, it's hot. Oh, smells absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to show you for the consistency what we're looking for. So if you have a look at that. That's like a creamy, smooth paste and beautiful white color. I'm going to pour this beautiful onion paste into the bowl and some water, not much, just to clean the dish. There you go. Just put some water in. There's a lot of juice in it. save the water later on. Yeah. See, this is what I mean. It's so yummy and cream. If you guys want to go, always have a taste. Always have a taste, because it gives you an idea before you start what you had and what you achieved right at the end. It's so creamy, unbelievably creamy, and we've not put any cream in it. It's just the cashew nuts and almonds. The onions is partly good. Now we're back again for the korma. Here, as I said earlier, we got the whole spices to go in, and then some chopped green chili. After that, we're gonna add the chicken. In this case, today the dish we're doing, we're gonna use the Oudhi chicken korma, where we're gonna grill the chicken Malai Tikka to add to that. After that, I'm gonna add the sauce of the onion paste, and then add half a teaspoon of garam masala, dried fenugreek leaves, and then I'm gonna add the rest of the water. I'm gonna add a little bit of butter and cream. So here I've got one pan where we're gonna make the sauce. On the other pan, we're gonna grill the chicken in. So we don't want to wasting a lot of time cooking. We don't want to spend hours and hours just cooking one thing. Yeah, we got the marinated chicken. You can still see the mustard oil all floating around. So that's what, I'm not putting any fat on the pan, just gonna grill it with that. Meanwhile, I'm gonna just take a teaspoon of ghee or clarified butter, or you can use is the vegetable oil. So to that, I'm just gonna add our whole spices. So we added 2 cardamom, 2 pieces of mace, and a cinnamon and a bay leaf. If you can't find mace, it's fine. You can just use cardamom, cinnamon, and a bay leaf. This is you can see it's just pure blend of onions and cashew nuts. And only if you need it, you can add butter and cream. If you look at it overall, it's very, very less fatty. I know a lot of people think when it's korma, they think it's got a lot of butter, cream, and everything. Have a closer look. So all the spice, they start cooking, and this is when you can smell the magic of Indian kitchen. You know, I could never understand till I went to England that people always said India is about the smell. I said, you smell so many different things, and like I said, I don't smell anything. But when I was in England, you walk past an Indian house or Indian spice shop or Indian restaurant, you can smell the difference. You can smell India there. So this is what happens. I think it's all the flavor, aroma is coming up. Let's see how these bad boys are coming up. Let's take the lid out, and yeah, there you go. See, I kept it on low heat on the pan because we didn't want them to burn straight away. But again, I put the heat on high because I want it to get slightly smoky on the bottom. Again, just put the lid on because we want to create it like an oven. Now we can see the chicken kebab is nearly ready. Oops, be careful, it's hot. So that's what we wanted, like a nice smoky flavor when you do on the pan. But this is what you get on the oven as well, so you get like a nice... If we just want to do chicken malai kebab, do that. And do a bit of coleslaw with a little bit of yogurt and the chaat masala, just a sprinkle, a bit of lime and a bit of salad oil on the side. Absolutely gorgeous. Roll it in a naan bread and the kids will love it. And so do the adults. Since we are doing a very special Oudhi korma, we're going to use the chicken kebab in it. And then we add the sauce and the spices. So we're going to add the green chili, we're going to add the onion paste first, and then add the garam masala, half a teaspoon, kasuri methi, you can see it's like a handful, and I'm going to add the little bit more onion water we have, butter, cream, and just salt to taste in it. This curry is so aromatic, tasty, and creamy and yummy. You know, it's one of probably the tastiest korma. Korma doesn't have to be boring. You know, so people always ask me, like, can we have the korma spicy? Absolutely, why not? You know, look at all these ingredients. And I'm just gonna add the onion paste first. and the garam masala and the fenugreek leaves. See, this process, it doesn't need a long cooking process. That's what we mean. If you can prepare the sauce and freeze it day in advance, so you literally could do this within few moments. You know, just check it all in and everything comes out of one. So there you go, just a little bit more water. So we don't want to, whenever we do the korma, we don't want to make it too runny. So if you have a look, it's not too runny. Yeah, and just I'm gonna have a taste now, and then add the chili if it's necessary. Definitely need salt. Yeah, just a pinch of salt. You could do with a bit of kick of the green chili. I'm gonna add some butter. And I'm just going to simmer it for 5 minutes because I want all the flavors to blend in together, and just going to add the cream right at the end. As you can see, I need to get the sauce consistency slightly more thick. Yeah, since we add the chili and the butter and everything and salt, I'm going to have just one more taste. Oh, it's so yummy, so tasty. Oh yeah. Trust me, when you guys try it, you will be thinking, why we did not have korma all with all these flavors. We thought korma is just for the beginners. It's not. Korma is for everyone. It's a royal dish, luxury dish. You know, all these people knew cooking and everything. So they always did it on a special occasion. The reason is, like, even though the food doesn't have to be spicy, it pleases every palate. That's how this korma is. Now, you can see the chicken kebabs are cooked. They got like a little brown bit on it. So there you go, each and every chicken kebab. Yeah, you know, if you want to do this curry when you're having guests, make sure you do make more of it, because this is going to be your centerpiece of all the curries. Everyone's going to love it. Even the people who don't think, you know, korma it's bland and boring, trust me, even they will love it, because it's got so much flavor and everything, and it's absolutely incredible. Look at that, it's so yummy, and you can see all the ingredients on it. Yeah, look at that. The sauce is amazing. The texture of it as well. So it's just not like a sauce. You can see all the whole spices. You can see the fenugreek. You can see the chopped green chili in it. Now you found the bay leaf as well. So now let's even make it better. Yeah. Don't waste mom's words. Yeah. And now to that, I'm just gonna take since we have it, a few strings of saffron, just to make it even more royal dish. It's always been the royal dish. So look at that, how gorgeous, absolutely brilliant. Try it, guys, and give your feedbacks. And yeah, follow me on Facebook, Curry King Vinny, Instagram, Curry King Vinny, Curry underscore Vinny on Twitter, and Curry King Vinny on YouTube. There's loads of recipes, loads of food, everything easy to make. Just like 1, 2, 3, you'll be able to make fantastic curries. And if you have any questions, please do write me back. I'll reply to you. And if you have any dishes you want to learn, let me know. I like to do it simplified method. You know, it doesn't have to be really complicated. I know there are certain curries you think is a little bit too complicated, like a biryani or like this curry, but I just want to make it simple for you guys so you can cook at home. Do visit Relish Street Cafe and Mango when you're in Goa. Trust me, you won't be disappointed with the food and amazing staff they have, the service, and a beautiful atmosphere. Do enjoy every time you have a meal, cook your meal, enjoy life. Curry King Vinny.